Hi, I'm Jer. Welcome to Kill-Divill, where we focus on rum and cocktails. Today we are going to make a Santiago number 3. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. In either case, don't forget to like or subscribe if you enjoy what I'm doing here. Timestamps are down below if you want to go right to the recipe. Otherwise, here's a little bit of talking. Cocktail names are kind of a mess. I got this version of the Santiago from the 12 Bottle Bar by David Solmonson and Lesley Solmonson, where they listed it as a variant of the daiquiri. Researching this one online, I found 2 other versions, one of them properly called the Santiago number 1 and the other one called the Santiago number 2. And this one doesn't match either one of those. I also found something called a Santiago daiquiri, and to me, this, as a variant of a daiquiri, should probably be called the Santiago daiquiri, while the Santiago daiquiri should be called something else. But I didn't name these things. So this is a Santiago number 3. As for the history of this drink, I couldn't find any. When I did a history of Santiago cocktail, I got a lot of history of Santiago, the city. It just didn't work. So if you know anything about the background of this drink, feel free to let me know. Comment down below. As I mentioned before, this drink is a variant on the daiquiri listed in the 12 Bottle Bar. The question is this Santiago number 3 a daiquiri? And I would say yes. A daiquiri, in order to be a daiquiri, has to have 3 things, in my mind at least. You have to have rum, you have to have lime juice, and you have to have sugar of some sort. And this has all 3, plus a 4th ingredient. A note on the rum. This Santiago is pretty spirit forward, so you're going to want to use a white rum, but you're going to want to use a nice white rum. I'm going to be using a Lander white rum from Far North Spirits. Find a rum that you think is good and use that. If you use a cheap white rum, this drink is not going to work well. The first thing we're going to do to make this drink is to add some granulated sugar. And this is the sugar portion of the daiquiri recipe. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of granulated sugar into my shaker. 1 teaspoon is 5 milliliters. Next, 1/2 ounce of lime juice. 1/2 ounce is 15 milliliters. At this point, I'm going to give it a little stir to help dissolve that sugar. Next, the mystery ingredient, and that is grenadine. And I do make my own grenadine. The recipe's here on the channel if you'd like to make your own. I'm going to put in, 1 teaspoon of grenadine. 1 teaspoon is 5 milliliters. I'm going to drop that into the shaker for the moment. Let some of that grenadine dissolve out. Give it a swish. Now the rum. 2 ounces of rum. 2 ounces is 60 milliliters. Add your ice. And give it a shake. The official glass for this recipe is actually a martini or a cocktail glass. This isn't a lot of fluid, so I'm going to be using a coupe instead because that little bit of drink in the bottom of a martini glass doesn't look right to me. But if you have a martini glass and want to use that instead, go for it. So, coupe, strain, double strain if you like. As for the garnish, this one doesn't have a garnish. We're going to drink it as it is. So, there you have it. Santiago, number 3. Drink with good spirits. Note that if you enjoy what I'm doing here, there are ways to support the channel. Feel free to check out the links down below, and if you want a t-shirt, DM me through one of those social media links, and we'll make sure you get one. Cheers.